I was motivated to work in sport and physical activity because I always had an interest in being active as a child and young person. I think inspired by parents, I just wanted to be active and enjoyed playing sports, taking part in sports and activities, and saw the benefit it had on myself and the people around me. So it was always my interest. At school at a young age, I think the real catalyst for what made me think about having a career was when I was at secondary school. I did my work experience placement at a county sports partnership, as they were at the time, and spent 2 weeks with one of their officers shadowing and getting involved. And I came off back of those 2 weeks thinking, I want to do that job. I didn't want to go back to school. I just wanted to be straight there doing that job. So that was the first time I think my eyes were kind of open to what a career or a job could look like, as opposed to it just being something that I did as an interest and something that sort of positively benefited me. And then from that moment forward, I kind of channeled my sort of studies that way, picked GCSEs that were relevant, went on to college to do a BTEC in sports science, and then on to university to do a degree and then a master's degree in sport development, because it was where the pathway that I wanted to go down. That work experience week, it truly did what work experience is supposed to do and gave me an idea that there was scope to have a job in the industry. I think before that it was more of a hobby, I guess, something I did. I played football, I kept active, I say inspired by my dad. I took part in lots of different sports and activities, but never really thought it could be a job or a career. And then sort of sought to make my education after that really focused in that area. So the key steps that led me to sort of a career in sport, I think, was choosing sport as subjects. So being quite confident in my decision so I had a choice between going to do A-levels or going to college, and I decided to go to college and do a sports science BTEC because I almost thought doing A-levels was a bit pointless, picking subjects that I knew I wasn't going to use. So I think making those sort of confident decisions to pursue education pathway and then going to university and picking sport development as a degree, but also the experiences as well. So particularly in my time at university, I really took part in lots of volunteering roles, coaching or helping out at a local charity in terms of writing sort of funding things for them, even at that sort of stage. And that opened my eyes again to different pathways there were, but also gave me lots of different experiences and kind of, again, helped me to refine what I enjoyed doing most and perhaps what I didn't want to go down. So I sort of quickly realised that I didn't want to go down like a sort of performance sports route like some of my maybe peers did. I was very much interested in community sport and community physical activity and the charitable side of things. So I gained experiences volunteering with, various charities and community groups that opened my eyes to what that was like and what that sort of industry was like, and also gave me lots of connections. What I like the most about my job is knowing the difference we're making to people. That probably sounds really cheesy, but I think, I also work in a workplace where everybody has that same drive, so that everybody's there for that reason. We're all driven by that same thing, and I think I really like that. And there's nothing more rewarding than chatting to one of our participants and them telling you about how it's changed their life. What we're doing matters, and it's a real driver to keep doing what we're doing. Broaden your experiences. Obviously qualifications help as well, but I think the actual experience of working with those groups or in those settings really makes you a real employable candidate and somebody that's an asset to an organisation.